I want to talk about how I got started garage selling because I never did it. For almost 30 years, I never went to a garage sale. And then I was going through a divorce, and the first guy I dated insisted that we go garage selling. I'm thinking, what? I didn't know much about it. But the first time I went with him, I ended up looking like the Beverly Hillbillies on our way back because I had just moved into a house. I was starting over, and I had patio furniture and everything I was looking for. I found at a garage sale and I was hooked, right? But it did look funny to have all this stuff on my car. So he and I would go out garage sailing on a regular basis. And then I met another guy who we ended up dating for a long time. And garage sales became the most fun we had. It was crazy. We'd get up early on a Saturday morning. Actually, he'd get up early, and then they would be whispering in my ear saying, somebody has what you're looking for today, whatever it was. So if I was looking for, a new piece of equipment, they'd say, somebody has your stereo there. Hurry up before somebody gets it. And I would probably do the same to him, although he was usually up earlier. And I'd say, somebody's buying your fishing pole today. And he would ultimately get one of us out of bed, who was having the trouble. But here's how we did it. We just made it so much fun. I recommend dating and garage sailing because there are a lot of couples who do garage sales. So you meet a lot of nice people and you get to go out and share and see how people are. I mean, I did have a guy I garage sale with that I dated, and we were not compatible. And I'll tell you that story in a second. So Matt and I would go garage sailing, but before we did, we'd go to the supermarket. We'd buy some fresh baked bread and something that went on it, whether it was cheese or whatever we were in the mood for that we bought at the deli. And then we would be eating it, or actually he'd be feeding me while I was driving. He was a really good co-pilot. And during the whole day, we'd be sitting there with the paper and with the food, and we just had a blast, and we would stay out all day. And I'll tell you the story how it ends up with Matt, because we're still doing it today. But after Matt and we broke up, but we stayed friends. I dated another guy, and I told him about garage sailing and how he could do reselling. And he got the bug right away. But when we went garage sailing, he did not want the competition. I was competition for him. And if I bought something that he hadn't looked at yet, he'd be really upset that, hey, I didn't even look at that and you bought it already? I'm thinking, I didn't know I had to check in with you. So make sure if you are doing this with a date that you're compatible and you do this for fun and you understand each other. It's not good if you have somebody who's going to go out there that's competitive. So fast forward to Matt, it's been almost 30 years that we've known each other, and we dated in the 90s, but now we live around the corner from each other and we are platonic friends. We're like best friends, and we're coming out with a book soon. So we're a garage sale book for people. So here's what our garage sailing looks like now. We get up in the morning and we have a place here in Palm Coast. The Palm Coast city website has a garage sale section. You go in there, you can see everybody's sections. You can click on it so it goes right to your Google Maps, and it's just easy peasy. You just don't have to look at all these different periodicals. You don't have to go to Craigslist and then the Facebook pages and then the penny saver and the newspaper. So we just go there and we have a list of everything in our city. Easy. So we get up and we start traveling, and throughout the day we stop for lunch, we go run errands. By the time we come home, we are completely spent. Like we always say, we're going to come home and have dinner or watch a movie, and we can't even talk to each other. We're like zombies, but we are such happy zombies because we buy stuff all the time. So what we buy now, so when I used to buy in the beginning, starting out, so I bought furniture or things that I needed that I left behind in the divorce, but I also had a beautiful Labrador named Chelsea, and Chelsea loved toys. So I would buy her dog toys, kids, stuffed animals, frisbees, and tennis balls, right? So now that there isn't a Chelsea, God rest her soul, now I don't buy that stuff. And I became a reseller. I would go out and I had an eBay account, and I would go out and spend $20 to $50 a week, and I was making money, which I will talk about another time. I was making like a couple of $1,000s a month with my investment. And I don't do that anymore because I do other things. I have a couple of businesses that I run. But I don't really need a lot of things. So there's only a few things that I go out and look for. And Matt has his things. Now, he likes to look for fishing poles, tools, and golf equipment. I'm trying to think if there's something else. There might be a couple other things. And me, I love to find things that have never been opened. So I bought an Instapot, brand new, never been used, $25. Or an air fryer, which was brand new for, I think it was $5 or $10, which I don't use anymore. So I'm glad I didn't spend a lot. So I like to buy new things. He bought a brand new razor, which had never been used. It was worth about $75 and he got it for like $20. So we go and we still have it. The whole point is it doesn't matter. We just buy stuff. And sometimes we get a little compulsive because we go back and forth to each other's houses and we have some duplications. Like he has so many fans and heaters because he hangs out in his garage during the day. And he just has all these different things that he buys multiples of to see which one's best. Between the two of us, we must have like 5 or 6 waffle irons. And I can't remember the last time I made waffles, but I like to know I have one. And each time I find a different one, like the one that turns upside down and he's got one. So we do get a little carried away. So we now decide we're going to have little boxes at our respective homes, and anything we don't use, just keep putting it in there. And once in a while, we'll have a garage sale and sell it all. Although every garage sale that we have, as much fun as we have doing it, we vow to never do it again. Let's just give it all away. We don't have to worry about all the work it takes. The money is not worth the work it took. And we give it to charity and we feel real good about it. But instead of having the garage sale, just give it right to charity. And then we don't do it. We have the garage sale because it's so much fun to people. We just love meeting people. We have little business cards we give out to people when we meet people we want to further our relationship with, you know? So the whole point of this is dating and garage selling. Now, you could be with your partner, married or in a committed relationship, and be a garage seller. But what if you never garage sale? Would you like to go and invite somebody on a date to do it who's never been on one either? And would you find it a fun date? If not, mention in the comments or in the community page, what is it that you think, if you asked a new person to go out, what would that feel like for you? Would it be uncomfortable? Would you be excited? Would it be fun? And how would you make it fun, right? So definitely put something in the comments and let me hear what you think about garage selling and dating. I'm Fran Asaro, and I'm the founder of the Garage Sale Junction, and I can't wait to hear from you. And stick around, subscribe, because we like to talk about stories. We have resources for you as buyers and sellers. We have a book coming out, and we also have lots and lots of things to share and some fun to have. All right? Have a great day, and happy selling or buying or both. Bye-bye.